Applying optimize, and I guess we're here.
Hello.
And welcome to the Area Nerdy One Talk Show. I am Matt.
I am Jimmy.
And I'm Jared. And I just wanted to say, welcome back, Matt. We are sorely missed.
Very much.
It's all your fault, man. It's all
we haven't quite gotten our story straight on what you were doing, so be really chill about this, okay?
I said that you were being a ambassador to the Ant Kingdom underneath Area Nerdy 1, which was...
It was basically, Jared, it's all your fault because this was like the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It was that kind of a scenario, so you hit the damn button. Yep. I shrunk. I was out there for 3 months. 3 months. I survived.
We gave you a giant Little Debbie to act as like a gift to the ant people, but you ate it on the way, which was really amazing because, to you that was like an airplane hanger-sized Little Debbie, but you ate that whole thing before you even got there.
Well, you know what? I ate the whole thing. I lost it all. Look I am literally a skeleton of this. There's no way. This is all your fault, Jared. All your fault.
Mean ant ambassading machine.
It can't be my fault because I don't take any responsibility for it.
You're gonna take damn responsibility. You're gonna take some damn responsibility. I'm back. All right, yeah. Matt's back.
Jarrett took the so you became president seminar. First rule: never accept responsibility for everything. That's
just wait till I try to kill Jimmy.
That's
wow, so scared.
Okay. So we are talking about lots of crazy, kooky stuff tonight. We want to mostly talk about Halloween, scary video games, maybe get into some cryptids too, because that's like our favorite, spooky, scary subject. Honestly,
that's my deal. I specialize in very few things because I don't have actual skills.
Because he has no talent.
No talent.
Matt, you'll love this. So a while ago, Jared started getting really into cryptids and Mothman and stuff. So I was like, fine, whatever. I got him for his birthday and Christmas and stuff. I get him Mothman shows. Okay. And I was like, why is he into that? And then I stumbled across it. It turns out it's from Fallout 76.
76.
This guy. Every time it's this guy. This Fallout bullshit. Dude, come on.
I mean, that actually makes me want to play it now. So
yeah, well,
it's not bad.
This much Fallout. I'm bringing it up, but it's fuck you, Matt. Fuck you.
So
I hope you die out there the next time I shook you down. I hope you have an Antony moment where a beloved ant gets killed by a giant scorpion, which just so happens to be in a backyard of a residential neighborhood.
I'm shrinking again.
Nobody brings up.
Not to get too freaking molecular about it, but Antony is from Ant-Man, also an ant that dies. They just called it Anti.
Really? It goes up against a scorpion.
Hell yeah!
Why didn't they just tame the scorpion?
For years after that as a kid, I was convinced that I was just gonna step on a scorpion and walking around my yard and
wait, hold on. You ever seen In the Army Now?
Yeah, with Bill Murray.
No. It's with Pauly Shore.
No.
Oh my God.
Movies.
I do. They're good. What are you talking about, Jarrett? They're good. They're good movies.
I watch Pauly Shore movies. Is the worst personality trait, Matt.
Coming from the guy who literally just got talked about having no talent and got into cryptids.
Okay.
Let's get to the scary shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. First thing.
These are cool.
All right, first things first. All right. So last week I put up on TikTok the multiverse matchup of the week, which was, as you guys remember, the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus versus the Loki crew from the show Loki. That's Boastful Loki, Classic Loki, Kid Loki, and Alligator Loki. So we are ready to read off the results. All right,
yes.
What do you think it is?
Give us.
Well, from the last show, my prediction said, I think that the Lokis would have won.
All right, Matt, what was your prediction?
Sanderson sisters.
I was also in the Sanderson sisters camp too, but here are the results. Okay, so with 68% of the votes versus 32, the winner is the Lokis. Take it.
2 for 2 predictions.
He probably did all the votes. He probably had multiple accounts and voted for all of them.
Are you saying this? There's dead people voting?
Yes,
Are you
yes.
saying that
There's bias in this.
There's a conspiracy. There's a conspiracy in the voting system.
Listen, if we win, it's fine. But if Jarrett wins, it's fraud.
Yeah, it is. It's 100%.
Win, it's fraud.
Fraud. 100% fraud.
So I think that overall the Lokis were just too powerful to take it. Like the classic Loki just displayed a level of power that the Sanderson sisters never did. And despite the fact that the Lokis tend to betray each other more, I think that they would just have more raw ability to fight than the Sanderson sisters did.
Plus, the Sanderson sisters are easily impressed. Those guys
Fair.
would easily just.
I mean, they take one look at classic Loki and be like, Master! Yeah. So that's the results. Thank you guys so much for voting. At the end of this episode,
Yeah, thanks, Jared, for voting.
At the end of this episode, I will reveal who is going to be in the next multiverse matchup. It's going to be up on TikTok fairly soon. Okay, so Jared,
Yes.
next
Next up.
So Matt, you've been on a bit of hiatus, so you've got to update your information. But Matt, Jared and I are going to update people. So
Our Walk to Mordor challenge. If any of you guys don't know, we are doing the Walk to Mordor from Hobbit all the way to Mordor and the Mountain of Doom.
that's right. So we're using the Walk to Mordor app, and we have checked it out. So let's see. Let's take a look at the progress. Jarrett, how far have you gotten?
So I've already made it past Midgate marshes in the west, and I'm almost 94% to the Midgate marshes in the east, and 77% all the way to Weathertop. But in total, right now, I am at 186 miles.
Okay, so I am currently at 100. Geez, where does it say?
You just click on that green. There you
Got it. Okay, I'm at 124.52 miles. Put me behind Jarrett, but I'm currently in the captured by barrow whites section of the story.
Hey,
So
does running count?
Yeah.
well, yeah.
I've been running like 4 miles a day.
We're using our Fitbit. We are not sponsored. To
Not a sponsor.
just anything your Fitbit catches up distance wise, then we're just use that.
All right, I've been running like 4 miles a day, so that's perfect.
Jarrett's like almost here. He's on the other side of Bree. I am still in the Barrow Downs. So, yeah.
Jared's well on his way to be the W until Matt starts counting his stats and his miles.
Let's see.
It takes like a whole quarter of that book before they actually end up going on a journey.
Yeah.
At least. So, okay. Now moving on. So Matt, you're gonna let us know where you are and next week. But
Yeah.
first person to get to Mordor gets the prize, which has not come in yet. But when it does, I will reveal it, and that will be the ultimate goal.
Wait,
to
is that the one? Is that the one, Jimmy? That the one I
I
picked?
showed you. Yes. I believe so. Yes.
Yes.
Well, I want to be surprised.
Okay.
I wanna be surprised. Anyway, on to some Area Nerdy One news. What's going on in the Nerdosphere? Matt, do you have anything for us?
Let's talk about the fact that I went to go see Halloween Kills last night.
Okay.
The third installment of the Halloween series.
Ooh.
So
okay.
how did Michael Myers really expand his murdering repertoire? this time?
Okay, so let's just kind of I'm gonna break this down a little bit. I hope I don't have a time limit on this one because honestly, I have some beef with this movie. So basically, this is the third movie that's supposed to be spinning off from the second one that came out a couple years ago. Now, Michael in this one fights like he's a brute force mountaineer or like a mountain giant, basically. So spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, but he comes out of this burning house with there's like 6 or 7 of these firefighters and first responders just chilling there, right, trying to get the fire out in the house. He comes out with just like it's like I think a garden tool. I don't know what the hell it was, and he just starts decapitating left and right, fighting like he is the Batman of Halloween or whatever. Haddonfield. So it just goes complete ape shit. He goes ape shit. It's weird. It's weird.
So is he? I consider myself a connoisseur of the fight scene. So is he fighting with any sort of skill, or is he like is he Terminator fighting?
Or is he just a strong dude.
No, it's both. I mean, he can't die, but he has the super strength ability, and I mean, he picked up like one dude, and then had another, and brought in one of those, like, what is it called, the jaws of life, or the saws, or the saws that they use to cut open doors and stuff like that from a car or whatever. It was insane. I'm sorry, but like this was like a fight scene that Jimmy, I think you could break down.
So I got a question. Is Michael Myers, is he supernatural, or is he just a dude, honestly? At this point in time...
Pure darkness. He has a dark soul. Basically what happens is that when he was a kid, he, I don't know, I think he had like this mental break where his brain shut off, and he became silent. His brain just was dark, and he just wanted to kill. That was it.
He wants to kill his sister, but why his sister specifically?
We don't know. That's the thing, is that it's just a darkness, and he just comes back. It's almost like Friday the 13th with Jason.
They never. So he's got apparent, like, presumably he has superhuman strength and durability, but they never say like it's never established specifically that he is.
Yeah,
supernatural.
Yeah, like he just doesn't die. There's like, this is like one of the first like slasher movies that came out back in the day in 1978. So when these movies came out, they tried to keep that character the same, I guess. But of course he's older, but he's acting like he's not older. He's just basically moving around like he was in 1978.
Okay,
what's up?
No, go ahead. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
No, you're fine. I was just saying that this movie, not much of a plot. There was not much of a plot to this movie. I am going to go ahead and spoil the living shit out of it right now.
I'm not going to see it.
So I might as well do it. All right. So first of all, the title makes no sense. Halloween Kills.
That pretty much sums it up, though.
Well, yeah.
Well, no.
Does Halloween the holiday kill? Because Michael Myers isn't Halloween. He just does his shit.
Wait. I have a question. And this is the sequel to the last movie, the last Halloween movie that came out.
Yeah, in 2017 or 18. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that movie, it was Halloween, right? And then or is it just around the Halloween season?
So what happened? It's okay. So the second in the movie that just came out recently, that one takes place in the same day. Same day.
So it's still technically Halloween.
Yeah, so that's the continuing. That movie is actually like a part 2 to this movie, but it's the third installment.
It's kind of like those old werewolf movies where like there's a full moon for like 6 months straight.
Yeah.
Or so basically the movie cut off at, like, let's say 10:30 that night. So they still have an hour and a half of Halloween that they can explore.
Yes. And the thing is that these. Okay, so how before this movie that came out in 2018, there was actually Halloween movies that like sequels and stuff that were made after that. And these movies, the second movie that came out 2 years ago, actually cuts all that out. It's the start of a new sequel. Yeah, so it starts a whole new story.
Retcon everything before that. Like
yes.
Halloween H2O, Jason in Space, Jason meets a Leprechaun. Jason's Bride.
Yeah, so it eliminates all that.
Meets Abbott and Costello.
Yes. So it basically eliminates all that bullshit.
Halloween 2, the Harlem Globetrotters come in.
Mystery Inc. solves this one.
Mystery Inc. solves this one. What do you think, Harlem Globetrotters? I think we should get out of here.
I think we need, as he's like spinning a ball around his fingers, I think we need to run.
We need to run. Let's shoot our shot and try to catch this guy.
Damien, throw your ball at him.
Okay, you guys can't tell me that Scooby-Doo Meets the Harlem Globetrotters wasn't a jam, though.
That was a good episode. It was a good episode.
Okay, so here's a question for you. Okay, so I know I said that I was going to do multiverse matchup at the end, but I think it's Halloween. We're going to do a doubleheader, okay?
Or in this case, a no-header.
That's right. Spoiler alerts for ahead. So this is something.
Wow.
We talked about this last.
Acknowledge that. Acknowledge that.
I thought it was pretty clever. Congratulations.
Oh, God. I tried so hard.
I do when he said it. When he
and in the end,
it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter.
I think we think we got copyrighted. Well, thank you. We gotta have the band.
You're the only other Linkin Park fan in this group besides you, right?
Yep. 100%. I've been listening to that.
This is a different multiverse matchup than what we talked about.
Okay.
So we talked about this last week. Michael Myers And what town does Halloween take place in?
Haddonfield,
Okay, so Michael Myers. It's in Hatton. It takes place in Hattonfield, the
Illinois.
town in Illinois. And versus, so what happens is Laurie Strode decides to fight back against Michael Myers by going to the Woods Witch and summoning Pumpkinhead. So Michael Myers fights Pumpkinhead.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought. Oh, okay. So never mind. I thought we were talking about the other one.
It's so basically the way Pumpkinhead wins killing Michael Myers, the way Michael Myers wins killing Laurie Ingram. So it's
Laurie
so basically
Strode. Laurie Ingram's like a
Who the fuck's Laurie Ingram? Laurie Strode. Her name's Laurie Strode.
Laurie Strode.
Oh my god.
So he's got to go kill Laurie Strode, which is the same thing he's been doing, but he's got Pumpkinhead chasing him. Are there people in this town?
yes. It's fully populated. So like
Are there like police running around too?
I mean, are there ever police in horror movies? Like, they never seem to be able to show up anywhere.
Yeah,
Or that, or they miss. They miss every shot.
Here's the police. The police aren't involved because like people are like calling like Michael Myers is attacking, Pumpkinhead is attacking. They're like, yeah, right. Nice trying to prank me, kids.
Hey, I'm gonna arrest you if you don't stop lying to me right now.
I gotta be honest with you. If I was a cop in a small town that's plagued with Michael Myers coming back, like Frankenstein, and like that in the town of Romania or Transylvania, yeah, I'd say home.
Jared,
I'm not going anywhere.
Jared, you would appreciate this, but that's like as if you had Chief Brody in the town of what was it? Oh yeah, Amity. So basically, nothing's going on in Amity, so you might as well just be like, you know what? I want to kick my feet up, put that badge on my chest, and just drink coffee all day.
Listen, if that shark comes up here and tries to buy a drink underage, I'll get him. I'm not going that hard. But here's the thing. A Pumpkinhead is a large monster who's going around and doing shit. That's going to draw the attention of people and the police.
Yeah.
It will slow it down as well.
But Pumpkinhead, much like Michael Myers and like other serial killers, has that uncanny ability to like just appear places without warning.
Yeah, but Michael Myers kills people because they get in his way because he's like going through houses and shit.
Same with Pumpkinhead. If you get in Pumpkinhead's way, he will.
Right. But as they go,
Matt's got an input.
So I can already tell you right now. After seeing the movie last night, I can tell you already who wins. There's no if and or but about it. Can I explain?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So in the movie last night, Michael literally gets gained upon by the city folk, all the little kids from the first ever movie that are grown up into full grown adults, and a couple of them have bats, guns, and then one woman had an ironing iron in her hand. So Michael got shot like probably 10 times. Got whacked in the head with a baseball bat numerous times, stabbed and how many times. And guess what? He did not die. And at the end of the movie, he did not die. So he can't die. He can't.
That's sequel bait, though. They need to do that. But here's the thing. Michael Myers has not been eviscerated, disemboweled, and torn apart by a supernatural creature such as Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, so, to Matt's point, I do think that Michael Myers has this based on on-screen feats because, here's my logic, Michael Myers has not in any way, shape, or form been destroyed or killed, whereas we know for, like, specifically how Pumpkinhead can be killed.
Right, but in this universe, he doesn't know because it's not like people are going around talking about Pumpkinhead to Michael Myers specifically.
But he's specifically trying to kill Laurie Strode, so...
Right. But here's the thing. Every time we see Michael Myers get up from a fight, it's because, people are stupid and they let him go. Basically, they shoot him, they turn their back. He's dead. We did it. We did it.
Yeah, gang.
Yeah. And then they turn around, he's fine. But Pumpkinhead, as soon as he gets his claws in him, is not going to let go until the job is done.
That's true.
Because Pumpkinhead ceases to exist once that person is dead. So if Pumpkinhead slashes him in the back or something, he falls down and looks like he's dead. Pumpkinhead's not just going to be like, well, my job's done.
I done all I can do.
Yeah, he's gonna stay there until he's gone. Also, I want to specify here, in this universe, we do not know if Michael Myers is just a really brute guy or has something supernatural. It could go either way. That's a 50-50 shot. Whereas Pumpkinhead, we know for a fact is supernatural in origin and has supernatural strength and speed. Michael Myers is just some dude as far as they're concerned.
Right, that's true.
You know?
Yes. All right. Now, Matt,
I mean, he was chained up in a prison for how many years?
that's true.
Recroll,
Matt,
whoa.
I've got to give this one to I have to give this one to Pumpkinhead. He edges out Michael Myers just based on his specifically supernatural nature. But
Okay, but that's the thing, though. Supernatural, like, okay, magic, you want to put it. I feel like that's just going to be an automatic given. That's an automatic given.
okay. All right, well,
What if he was like,
talked
all
about
right,
this-
what if Michael's like, you know what? I'm going to talk for the first time now. No powers. Come on. Come catch these hands. Like, and then he comes and he's like, I got no hands, but I got these twigs coming out of my pumpkin. And then all of a sudden they just start fighting fist to
It would be
fist.
like, okay, drop your magic. Oh, you did? All right, I'm gonna kill you now because that's what I do.
all right, guys,
Pumpkinhead.
we've presented our cases to the court, and we are throwing ourselves at the mercy of the jury. We're gonna let the people on TikTok decide. I've got
Democracy.
I've got the official multiverse matchup later in the episode, so we also have to say
This is the part one, and then 2 Boogaloo is gonna be at the end.
exactly. All right, why don't we? Okay, so we talked about news. We talked about
Well, do you have any news?
the Batman trailer.
Ooh, yeah.
I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Could that trailer have been like even more radically awesome in any way possible? Like, what the hell? They understood the assignment with this one.
Yeah.
Dark realism.
Yep.
You know, people are really
100%.
up in arms about it, and like, you know, the darkness of it all, and like, you know,
Realistically, and it's actually possible events. You know, these are things that actually can happen. You know, they made it so it's like, you know, this person could actually be this person in real life. You know what I'm saying?
The most illogical part of that is a billionaire actually doing some good for the society.
So,
Yeah,
somewhat
true.
disagree with you. So I think that what they did was so like with the Christopher Nolan's Batman, that's what he really went for. He went for, okay, this is much more realistic. Like, if this was going to happen in real life, this is how it would happen, kind of approach. This is more like, if, you know, we need to make this like unrealistic, but like also believable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more like it's more like a graphic novel than an actual
I see that. I can see that.
It's more like Batman noir.
Okay, so, the way I like to describe it is like, you know, that the curve of Uncanny Valley, where it's
Yeah.
like realistic, then super, you know, scary Uncanny Valley, and then
Yeah.
it goes back. So what I'm thinking is, it's like you're saying, it's on that, just above that curve, where it's
Yeah.
like realistic but not, you know, it's not to the point where it's like it destroys your immersion, and then up at the top is fantasy,
Right.
you know, the rules are thrown away, who cares, you know, but down in that valley, nah. Like the kissing booth or some shit,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
but this is like at that peak where it's just like, it's unrealistic, but it's plausible unrealistic.
My belief is highly suspended. My disbelief is highly suspended. But it's definitely something that's like much more grounded and you can get into.
Sink my teeth into.
Oh yeah.
But that's also like what you know, going back to what Jared's saying about, you know, the billionaire thing, you know, trying to help society. I mean, unless we had Oprah as Batman coming in there, she drops down from the sky, is like, "You get a car, you get a car." But we're not gonna see that.
Get a concussion!
Hey, victim, look under your chest. What is there? Blood?
You're catching hands. You are catching these hands.
Oprah's,
Give me a sandwich while I'm
Dude.
working at the Oprah computer.
dude, it's that fight scene where he goes like this. That one guy beats the living shit out of him. Okay, so it's Oprah grabs the guy, has a pair of Mercedes car keys, just ching ching ching, beep beep, poof, beep beep.
Oh, here's a question.
What?
Do you think that this is going to be part of the Joker movies?
Yes,
Oh my God, I hope
yes,
so.
yes. I feel like it's
Because-
gonna fit right into that.
because what DC seems to be doing now is sort of like saying, okay, we tried to do the interconnecting universe, that didn't work. We were going to have projects coming out that are going to be a lot more,
Grounded.
not necessarily grounded, but we're letting the creators create a little bit more independently.
I mean, Aquaman, I think, was a very safe bet.
Oh yeah,
You know, it was super safe, but it was at least a good movie. I think the Joker. Okay, tangent real quick. I think DC's always done much better with their darker material from the get-go, and I think the Marvelification of superheroes is kind of worn off at this point. We've seen a plethora of darker superhero content.
Oh yeah.
And I think DC's just kind of like, we have the best rogues gallery in any comic book universe. Let's use it to its fullest potential.
that's right. Oh, that'd be a good contrast. You could start saying that you go to Marvel to see the heroes, you go to DC to see the villains.
You take your kids to see Marvel
Not
movies.
even that.
You take your friends to go see DC.
Here's the thing about DC though, is that I think that DC is not even trying to symbolize heroes at this point. It's just trying to bring out the darkness of every character that's ever been on, in a comic book for at this point, in a DC comic book. Because I mean, honestly, when I saw Batman vs Superman, dude, I took Batman as a freaking villain the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way I saw
okay.
it the entire time.
Oh, first of all, Superman is the
Trench
bad guy in that.
coat. Trench coat. I'm gonna wear a trench coat. I'm gonna wear a trench coat and look evil.
He was a threat.
Your argument's invalid.
It takes one bad day.
No.
And he's killing.
He was
everybody.
doing oh my god. He
Did you
was
not
doing
read
a
the whole
fucking.
Bible of injustice.
I only read the apologetics Bible, buddy.
You hit my nerve.
Listen
okay?
here,
All right,
listen
you
here,
have to follow me
listen
up with
here.
stuff, and now you're back
Hey.
here talking shit.
Boy.
Matt, you should have known.
Talking man shit.
You know
Matt,
what?
you should have
I'm
known
going.
that Jared just got off his first semester of poli sci at freaking
The Hard Knocks University.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Our valedictorian's Annie. She had a hard knock life. Got a statue of Sandy out front. All we do is sing and run.
Oh, that's
Why
good.
did you become like more Brooklyn as you were? Never mind. I don't want to.
It's over here. It's over here. Park over there.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go.
All right.
Anyway,
Let's get to the real.
I have one news thing before we get to the real meat potatoes of this.
I have one more news thing too after you.
I saw the scariest movie I've ever seen in my entire life. Honestly,
Malignant.
no,
Oh.
Insidious.
nope. Dear Evan Hansen.
Explain.
Okay. Matt, do you have that picture?
Matt's got a haunted apartment.
Yeah.
Bender. Sorry.
You good?
Yeah, no, people walk in front of the house all the time, so he freaks out every single time. But yeah,
Okay.
anyway.
Dear Evan Hansen, if you guys don't know, is a stage play made into a movie. There's a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes about, who's producing it and who's starring in it and everything. But the reason I thought it was really scary is just okay. So it's about a high school student who spoilers, and for anybody who is sensitive to talk about suicide or self-harm, this is your warning. Dear Evan Hansen is about that. But this student basically uses the death of another student to basically parasitically attach himself to the grieving family through lies.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
That's dark.
basically,
I mean, is it one of those things where it's like supposed to come off as like quirky and heartfelt, but it ends up being really
really creepy. So
Yeah.
yeah. So the guy who's playing Evan Hansen, who's supposed to be like a 16, 15-year-old, is pushing 30.
and he
Pushing 30.
and he looks like it. As I
It
recall.
looks like it. So basically, I tried to separate myself from that, But the thing is, when you're watching this movie, you can't feel sorry for this kid because he's a 25, 28-year-old in a high school. He's a predator.
Mm-hmm.
He's actively creating a false narrative to get with. He created all this stuff so he can get with the dead kid's sister that he's been stalking.
Oh.
basically.
Whoa,
Yeah.
wow.
And the reason it's scary is that the entire movie they're trying to frame it as this, like he's like a quirky character. You know, it's okay. He's doing this.
They try to Big Bang Theory their way out of
They
it.
try to Big Bang.
I kind of
Theory
want to see this
way
now.
out of
This is actually really interesting.
Yeah. So like, so this character, what he does is he like to seem like he's young. He uses his hands a lot. He punches over, and everything. So all I saw was a 30-year-old man trying to look like a child as he does these absolute horrible things.
What's up, fellow teens?
Exactly. And that's why it was scary. Like, you're just like, it's this uncanny valley of, oh my god, this is horrifying. Like, this isn't some kid, you know, making a mistake. Like, if they actually got a teenager to play that I think maybe with a little bit of better writing, it would have been come off a little better.
Yeah.
But this was terrible.
And let me guess. There's no payoff or character arc there. It just happens, and that's that.
Well, he admits it, and he's sorry, but that's about it. Nothing bad happens, really, to this person. And, like, there's this character, and, like, her whole thing is, like, she wants to create a GoFundMe thing, and she literally says in the movie that if they don't reach their goal, everybody's going to commit, all these kids are going to commit suicide because of it.
Oh my
It's like
god.
super narcissistic, like, thing. But like, her character is like, she's like has heightened anxiety and like depression, and like she's like very focused on like her Instagram presence and stuff. Like, they could have done something with that. Like, she goes, oh, you know, it's not about this, you know.
So it's targeting the younger. It's targeting younger viewers at this point. It's not even about anybody watch. They want the younger crowd to watch this and actually have a feel for what's actually happening in this person's mind.
Yeah, and it's
Whoa.
and it's bad. The messages are horrible and everything. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has 29%.
Jeez,
They got eviscerated.
you gotta to get under 30. You have to try to be.
They tried. That was bad. Yeah. I saw it because it's a musical. My girlfriend is a big musical person, so I'm trying to.
Don't say.
I like that. Speak before we move on from them. I saw this. I saw this like clip of a play where I think it was Aladdin. No, yeah, it was Aladdin, I think. And this guy goes, "Ma'am, would you like some bread?" And the girl goes, we do. And he goes, "Well, bet you fucks," and throws the bread across the stage.
Oh, isn't it the one where it's the play where it's from Jafar's perspective?
Oh yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Would you like some bread?"
Star Kid one.
We do.
One.
Do. Well, bet you fucks.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, and all the viewers know, I got on maybe a not too okay site, and I watched both versions of Cats.
You really just incriminate yourself?
Yeah, because the first version of Cats is non-existent anywhere.
That's the stage version, correct?
No, that's okay. So when Cats was released,
Oh, the version of the 2020.
yes. So you have to dig for this one because it is when they first released it, it was an unfinished product.
Mm-hmm.
So when they re-released it the same week, they tried to destroy every version, and then some people who were working on Cats would upload it again.
Oh,
These guys knew that it was so bad. They're like, we need evidence. These people made us do.
Yeah, so you can't watch it anymore because where I watched it, it's gone because they keep taking it down.
But some hero without a cape.
Yeah,
freaking
keep
puts
recording
it.
it.
Up there constantly. Yeah. Oh my
and
god.
this isn't like somebody like filming in a theater. This is the original version of Cats.
So somebody on the inside was like, the world needs to know what we went through.
here's what we
I
did.
watched both versions.
So good.
And just for everyone knows, the actual version, the release version, I did actually have to go back and buy a ticket and watch it in person.
Okay, so you went through the legal channels to watch that.
Yeah, and it should have been illegal to make me do that.
Let's just put it out there, everyone, that Jarrett has now incriminated himself. So if you see this man and you see a mugshot or a drawing of a man with a mustache,
That made me do it.
I've been gone. I've been shrunken on. I've been in the freaking grass. There's no way you could say I did that.
Well, what are you gonna say that I forged your signature that said, "Jerry,
Yeah.
you have to do this, or I'm gonna kill your family"? And I I faked the video.
Forgery. He just added. He's adding on to his criminal record right here. He has forgery in there now. Do you see what he just did? Do you see what he just did?
You got to prove it.
Jimmy, he has forgery in there. See what he just did?
What's are not legal tender?
I wasn't listening.
Pirating, and whatever the hell I just said. It's gone. It's totally gone.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Jared gets off the hook again.
All right,
that's it for me.
Jared, try to not do so much forging, okay, buddy?
Okay. So I have one more thing of news, if I'm able to share.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't. We don't have to really elaborate on it, but they have a Chucky show that just came out on Sci-Fi.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a series. It's a series.
Oh, the like Child's Play.
Yeah, it's like it's
That's your T-shirt.
Yes, it's like that. It's Brad Dourif's character of Chucky, not Mark Hamill's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Mark Hamill voicing?
No. It's Brad Dourif. It's the original Chucky.
Is it about the doll or the actual guy that's supposed to be voodooed into the doll?
Both. Because it is both.
Do you see human Chucky at all, or do you just see?
No, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I know that they're like on the second episodes or something right now. I know it's on Sci-Fi. It just came out like last week. I was surprised. I saw a trailer for it. Like it showed the doll talking. I was like, oh, maybe there's advertising because all the Child's Play movies are on Peacock right now. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's a Peacock ad. And all of a sudden it said coming to Sci-Fi, the Chucky series. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
I have something I want to throw out there.
Yeah.
My own multiverse madness for you. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, buddy.
Chucky versus the little soldiers.
Like the small
soldiers? Oh, Jared, get them out, man. He called them little soldiers. He called them little soldiers. He just called them little soldiers.
All soldiers.
Fake fan. Small soldiers. Bam, bam, bam.
All right. Technically, they're not called the small soldiers. They're called the Commando Elite.
Yes, Commando Elite, and the.
Why didn't we get a Commando Elite and Gorgonites fucking like animated television show, like their actual story?
They had a video game,
like not about the store, not about the toys, but like the actual story. Yeah,
actually, that would have been pretty good. Like the Gorgonites are like the bad guys, but all the cutscenes you see them like they're living peacefully, and then I don't see how like Americanized military men going into a native landscape could ever be popular.
There could have been a Gargoyles crossover. It would have been awesome.
I'll tell you though, that movie slapped back in the day, dude. That movie slapped back in the day.
Whatever, like,
what happened to us as kids that was like.
That was
it. All died.
Why is that movie good? And why do movies like those, like weird '90s, early 2000s, one-off, just freaking absolute awesome movies exist?
Because it was ahead of its time. It was ahead of its time, dude.
Everything's got to be franchised now, but like back when they just had these one-off, like dumb movies like that, yeah.
No sequel. There was no sequel, and that's the one great thing about it is that literally the Gorgonites went off onto a whole island that they believe was Gorgon, I believe.
I think that the Spinal Tap guys voiced the Gorgonites.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that would be a kind of a cool like little mini series. Watching the Gorgonite like little what do you call it? Toys.
Mm-hmm.
Like find a little island and then they start a little habitat for themselves, and then steadily some of the Gorgonites that survived the massacre from the
Yard battle.
Yeah, the battle when the main guy went in and created his army.
Yeah.
Chip Hazard.
They find their way there. Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones is the voice of Chip Hazard.
Yep. Good odd. Okay, so yeah, that would have been awesome. Jeez. So okay, are we ready to move on to like what we actually promised in our?
Yeah, we really went off topic on that one, didn't we?
Are we going to talk about cryptids, or are we going to talk about video games?
Let's talk about video games, and then that can transfer into cryptids. I know you've got a subject that can transfer. Okay, so it's Halloween. It's October. We are talking about super spooky, scary skeleton shit. So like, let's do roundtable. Just figure out like what's the scariest video game we've ever played. Starting with Matt.
Oh God, the VR version of Five Nights at Freddy's, the first one. That was freaking freaky, man. On VR versus a computer game, it's a different world, dude. It's first of all, you see them move, and it is the absolute work. Because like you're like in the security room, just hitting all the like security buttons, like trying to get all the cameras, but you're wasting power as you're doing. And you're just like, and all of a sudden you hear like if you like turn on the light and their face pop up, it does have that quick like sound, like that screechy sound that scares you. But if they ever made an Insidious game in VR, I think people would die of a heart attack. I 100%. Jimmy can vouch for this. That Insidious was by far one of the scariest pop-up movies with the music alone, with the violin, like the
freaking Tiny Tim. For some reason, they turned that Tiny Tim into a horror icon.
Oh yeah, the little kid just standing there, like against the wall. She doesn't even see him.
Yeah. Weren't they gonna make a Five Nights at Freddy's movie for a while?
There is one. It's with what's his name? It's not called that. It's called something else, but it's with Nicolas Cage, and he like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be five? Well, I mean,
It's kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's.
it's Five Nights at Freddy's inspired. It's not like the people, right?
Yes.
Also, I would just like to say real quick, Nicolas Cage knocking it out of the park with the avant-garde movies lately. Honestly, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he went full Robert Pattinson / who's another guy that does like the avant-garde stuff. I don't know. Robert Pattinson, I guess, is the biggest example.
Yeah.
But like, Mandy, Color Out of Space, phenomenal. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Good job for him. Yeah.
Okay, so
So, what about, have you played Resident Evil 5 Biohazard?
Not that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
No, not yet.
That's the one I heard was making people like piss themselves.
So here's an interesting thing about VR that I found. So when you're playing a video game, like you got a screen in front of you, there is a certain separation. There's a suspension of disbelief that you have to go through to immerse yourself in that, right?
Yeah.
Now I put on a VR headset and I was playing like a game where you shoot orcs and stuff, and you're on a platform. I look down. My brain doesn't know the difference.
Yeah.
It doesn't it's not me making my brain.
It's your motor skills.
Like I literally my brain thinks that I'm up on a platform. So you are beaming that horror game directly to your brain, bypassing your imagination.
Not even just that, dude. Not even just that. But when you have that on for, let's just say, for an hour and a half, right? You play it for that long, like your body is convinced that that's reality. Because when the first time I ever played the Vader Immortal games, like I took that shit off and like I had a hard time like moving afterwards, like because I felt like I was still in the game, like having to use those motions because your brain, like you first of all when you first try a VR, you're so confused on what to do because you're not used to this kind of deal. But once you start to get the feel of it, your brain is convinced that that's how you're supposed to be doing this. So when you go into real life, you kind of like, you go to reach for a cabinet, your hand is like this still. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, I think that it could be potentially dangerous to the fact that it's like your brain is really going to be convinced that you're still in that world. But in real life, it's like your body can't do it. It's weird.
Yeah, right.
In these games, these horror games, your fight or flight reflexes are going to happen. So
do you think like people are going to be able to develop like actual PTSD from overuse of VR?
Oh yeah,
I
believe it.
It's possible. I think that it's not widespread enough to get a good big enough sample size. Like VR is at this point so expensive that I don't think that you have a big enough group of people using it. Possibly,
yeah.
But definitely, and I think it's definitely possible. Yes, I think it definitely has that effect on you, and I think that if people start off young enough, like using it consistently, then yeah.
I think every time I hear Matt uses VR, I keep thinking of back to the Dean and Community, looking around, and Jesus wept!
Or there were no more worlds to conquer. And he's in like the 90s like CGI environment. I am manipulating worlds.
Pong.
He's got to delete one piece of information. He's got to like grab it and then hold it underwater.
Oh god.
Yeah. So like Jarrett, you got anything up on the scary, super spooky, scary video games roster?
Yeah. So I'm not as much of an avid gamer as Matt. I'm more of a very casual gamer. I know what I like, and I'll play that. So I'm not really into like the horror survival games that much. But Fallout New Vegas, Shut the fuck up, Matt. Has one of the best DLCs of all time, and my personal favorite, is of course Dead Money. So it takes place in an old world casino town with a red fog around that kills people, with these abominations, ghost people that are like mutated people that have been trapped inside of their hazmat suits for hundreds of years, and it's become part of their body, and they work around it. The environment is amazing.
Very Junji Ito.
Very Junji Ito. And the sound design is epic. It is really good. Everything just came together to make a perfect survival horror. Some of the other stuff, like in the game, like the characters can be hit or miss, but there are characters that just chew the scenery. It's amazing. That's my favorite horror game that I've played. That and or the Spirit Tower in Pokemon. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude, the music gets me, dude. Like the Ghost Tower music, like it actually makes me depressed. I like when I play that game. Like if I play in that level, I always have to mute it because I can't listen to it.
I like to imagine that Gary or Blue is actually there because your character did actually kill his Raticate because he couldn't control his Pokemon.
Yeah, that was a dark thing, but they also just proved that wasn't the case. I guess I don't know. It was like someone said, "Oh, hey, based on the levels of this Rattata that you had, it can't be that or whatever." But of course, we're not going into that.
That'd be a good storyline though. Like
that would be, yeah.
He's like always losing to like Blue, so he like kind of forces his Charmander to evolve too early. So they're having a casual battle on the SSN, and his Charizard just goes a little bit too berserk because he can't control it, and it kills.
That's what happens in the comics. Like
Ash's Charizard almost straight up murks another kid's Charizard.
Yeah, because it's
like
not trained. Yeah, the not like the Pokemon show adaptations of manga, but like the Pokemon manga with like Red and stuff, were apparently amazing. Check those out. And and Pokemon's not great at describing what's canon and what's not. So headcanon rules all in my mind.
Yeah.
So so I do not like horror games. So
Skyrim.
I mean, Skyrim's got a few scary stuff, but like, okay, so our friend Ninja and Rias one time, we were hanging out in Ninja's house, and Rias is like, "Hey there, Jimbo, you should play this game called PT."
Oh yes, that's such a good game. Love it. Love it.
PT. So it's by
Hideo
Kojima, the guy who does like Metal Gear.
Okay.
And Guillermo del Toro.
Really?
Yeah. And spoiler alert. So basically, it was supposed to be like a sample game, basically, like a teaser. But it was actually the game.
Okay.
So and the game's play is you're first person, and you're walking through this hallway, and then it's basically you go down a hallway, you go through this house, you go around the corner, you go through another door, and it repeats itself. But every time you go through, something's different, and like more and more disturbing and ghostly.
And it's like puzzles.
And you uncover like this horrible backstory, and there's puzzles, and like every single time I'd come to like the corner, and I was so fucking scared that I would just touch the joystick like 1 little millimeter at a time, just slowly inching around, just like.
How about the weird looking baby in the sink? The baby in the sink.
Right. It took me like 20 minutes just to get around a corner because like I was like, I don't want to. No,
dude,
baby.
That game fucked me, especially with the eyeballs. Like if you're doing like the running foot version, when you get to like, I think it's like halfway through that level, you're running through and like all the picture frames just have eyeballs moving up and down, left and right. There's like nothing, and you keep running through the same corridor over and over and over again, and then you stop.
Yeah, at one point I was like, it's too scary. I just started running through like,
It's so good. I love that. I love that game, man. When they discontinued it, I was really upset.
And then when they do the fake game crash, like Doki Doki Literature Club, they do the fake game crash.
I gotta play that game.
So like it's weird. Like you probably already know what happens in Doki Doki Literature Club.
I don't, but don't spoil it for me.
Okay.
I gotta play that.
So Matt, like just. Quick no spoiler synopsis, sort of. So Doki Doki Literature Club is like a it looks like it's like one of those Japanese dating sims with like the schoolgirls and stuff.
Oh
So
God.
it starts off with like, what are we going to write in the Doki Doki Literature Club now? Ha ha.
I think
And
I've seen
then-
this game. It's a game where like it all of a sudden it can glitch and say like your computer's been hacked and shit, and it's actually that girl.
like,
I know what it is.
It gets very dark and fucking meta super quick.
And it scares you because you think it's your actual computer doing that shit. It's fucking
Yeah.
weird.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, and then what was the other thing? There was another game. Oh, Bending in the Ink Machine. Similar, which something about like that Max Fleischer like animation freaks me the hell out.
The simplicity of it.
The simplicity, but then they also had a very psychedelic stylization to it. Yeah, like the fuck like the they did a Betty Boop thing where it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, but then the clown turns into a ghost and like sings St. James Infirmary.
Yeah, there's a lot of creepy shit. You know, yeah, they didn't swear or have a lot of like blood and guts or something in those cartoons, but they knew how to freak you the fuck out.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Other. You mentioned Skyrim. I was trying to remember some good scary.
The
parts,
Shack?
like the House of Horror.
The Shack?
The Shack. The House of Horror. The Periite quest where you go against like the diseased people.
The lighthouse.
The lighthouse.
The lighthouse is freaky as fuck.
with the Falmer. I wish,
Anything with a Falmer, actually.
you know what? If they had like made that giant crawler thing like gargantuan, mint.
You know what they should have done for Skyrim? When you go against the Falmer in their caves, it should be black, like pitch black, except for like a little bit of light from the funguses. It should be like absolute darkness.
Unless
Mm.
then you have to unlock like the mage light to do.
Or to bring a torch with you.
Yeah. Why even have torches?
Yeah.
That's probably a mod. I have to see because people have some really creative mods for Skyrim.
They do.
Let's see, I wonder
They
if they have
do.
a darkness mod.
They have
Yeah,
a
darkness
they have
mod.
they have a ghost face mod. It's pretty cool.
Oh my god! So this game just came out. Hold on a second. I'm gonna find the name for it because your favorite mod for Skyrim is the Thomas the Tank Engine one, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So a game just came out called Choo Choo Charles.
What the fuck? What is this?
Choo Choo Charles.
Oh my god, no.
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up.
You escape. Here's okay. So this is from gamingbible.co.uk. Choo Choo Charles escape a demonic spider train in this open world horror game.
Oh.
You must endure and survive a constant struggle to evade pursuit of a monstrous spider-legged train called Charles.
Oh my god.
If you're given the task of eradicating a monster known as Charles, nobody knows where he came from, but they know why, to eat the flesh of puny humans. And it looks absolutely nightmare-inducing.
Dude, you should do that in VR.
Yes. I was
Yeah.
trying to look up something there. I think they like I think I saw something about a choo choo thing. I think that might have been it.
Play Choo Choo Charles in VR. Trick your brain into thinking that you're being attacked by a giant spider.
You know what? Uranium Archer is going to be streaming Choo Choo Charles, baby.
Good luck, man.
Oh boy, this sounds fun. You guys should spectate that one for me.
Hell yeah. I'm not missing that.
Jared's gonna be like, Matt pissed his
Baby.
pants. Matt finally pissed his pants.
This man pooped his pants.
Did you poop your pants?
I think a spooky ghost is causing my pants to get wet. I'm like, no, you just pissed yourself.
You just pissed yourself, my man.
Oh my
This
god.
is a spooky ghost.
Have you it was a ghost. It's ectoplasm.
Oh.
Have you seen that TikTok of the guy who made like a Japanese anime version of like when you have to shit, and it's like this like all of a sudden there's like this creature looking. He made himself look like a creature, and it was like, oh, it's called the poop, and then all of a sudden he goes, it says like exit, and he goes, ooh, he speaks in like pure Japanese. It says time to shart, and all of a sudden he gets stopped by this one big guy who speaks a fluent Japanese, and it just says, I am Clench. You will not get past me. It is. I'll have to send it to you. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, so Jared, let's try to segue this. Hey, Jared,
How do you segue that?
what's your favorite video game?
Poop to video games. Perfect.
All I can think of is Matt being chased around by a poop monster.
Hell yeah!
Defecate. My favorite video game is got to be Fallout New Vegas. I thought that was the most fun I think I've had playing a video game.
Every time.
Fallout 3, I think, is a close second.
Okay, this is way longer of an answer I was looking for. Hey, Jarrett, in those video games, is there any creatures that you like?
I know what you're trying to do. This is the worst fucking segue.
All right, let's.
You're Paul Blart the Mall Cop segue boy. But
Grab that belt.
Cryptid, and you could have just said, Jared, what's your favorite cryptid?
All right, Jarrett, what's your favorite cryptid?
You're a fucking idiot.
Share it with the class.
Mothman, the Mothman of Appalachia of West Virginia. Mothman.
The Mothman.
Mothman.
All right, let's talk about cryptids because it's in the title.
God,
it's in video games.
Why?
We went through almost an hour. We went through almost an hour of this episode. We're not didn't even mention
What's your
cryptids.
favorite video game? After I keep shitting on Fallout 76 this entire time, nothing but bad things to say about that game. You're like, well, it's got to be his favorite video game.
To be fair, I haven't said anything about Fallout 76. I'm excited to play it. Matt's the one that's got a freaking bone.
Yeah, but if I don't.
Jared literally talks about it.
My favorite game.
As soon as you ask Jimmy, as soon as you ask him the question, hey, Jarrett, what's your favorite video game? As soon as I say, when I hear the fall, I literally just blank. I blank every time. Yeah, he just goes, Fallout, Las Vegas.
I'm a man who likes my wine warm, and my game's Fallout.
Oh my God. Please help me. Lord.
We decided to talk about cryptids today because it's Halloween and cryptids are our favorite spooky, scary stuff.
What's the first one?
Okay, well, why don't we tell them what we're doing here. Fuck. Okay.
For fuck's sake.
Okay, so some of these I don't recognize, so we might have to look them up quick. But basically, we're going to play a game called Fight or Flight. We're going to randomly generate a cryptid on this perchance.org/cryptid. It's randomly generate a cryptid. We're going to go around, and whoever's turn it is, you're going to have to tell us if you were going to fight this cryptid or run away, flight. Okay, so let's start with Matt. Let's put Matt on the hot seat for being such a freaking
naughty Nelly.
Yeah. All right, so Matt, here's your first cryptid. You encounter this in the wild, in its natural habitat, fight or flight. It is the Maero, which is Maero. That is not a thing.
Just look up cryptid.
Oh, here we go. Jeez. Let's try another one. Jeez, this is like all of them. All right, skunk ape, Matt. Matt, can you hear me?
Yeah. What the hell?
Basically a sneaky Bigfoot.
Yeah, so it's from the Pacific Northwest. It's a Bigfoot with like big eyes, and it stinks.
I'm fucking fighting it. I'm fighting it. Fucking Glade and Febreze in these two hands.
You stink. Well, these hands are clean.
Hi, I am Captain Hygiene.
All right, Jarrett, your turn. You would have to fight the Michigan Dog Man.
I'm fighting it. I'm fighting the shit out of that.
Why would you fight the Michigan Dog Man?
Why not?
It's basically
Why not?
Man.
It's basically it's said to be like a what do you call it? A skin changer as well, part of the one of the tribes that was up there. But I'm fighting that motherfucker.
I can see Jarrett right now.
All right,
Someone get your fucking poodle.
Fight the jackalope. You gotta fight a jackalope.
I'm running from a jackalope.
He's the only one. Why are you running? You're the only one that's like. First of all, this is awkwardly backward. You literally are into martial arts.
Okay, so I walk up. I look down. There's a rabbit with antlers. I'm like, no, this is against the laws of God and nature.
What? A crab with a monocle and top hat? This is too fucking weird.
Come on, Master Chief.
Chief.
We're getting the fuck out of here.
Okay, Matt, back to you.
Yes.
All right, here's one that everyone knows. Fight or flight, the Jersey Devil.
Oh, I'm running. He's from Jersey.
Right?
He's from Jersey. Fuck that. You don't
Yeah.
mess with people. You don't mess with people from Jersey.
No, I'm from New York. I fight.
Yeah, we're from New
anything
York, but you don't
Jersey.
mess with someone from Jersey.
I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna throw hands with anything from freaking Jersey.
Yeah, so if you came across this like weird winged dog devil thing,
I'm running.
Goat devil thing.
Go devil. Yeah,
I'm running.
Like you run away. Run away. I don't know.
He's from Jersey. He's like, want to go to the shore? Want to go to the shore?
Jersey.
Wow.
Why he crosses Washington Bridge to catch his hands?
Okay, Jared, to you.
Okay.
Find one that we know. These. You know what? Let's go with the Montauk monster. I'm gonna bet this one's a lake monster.
Well, that's scary. Anything under dark water? Fuck it.
All right, the Montauk monster. Oh, it was an animal carcass washed ashore. It looks like a bobcat griffin.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
How big is it?
It is blah 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 blah. Doesn't say. Who knows?
Where was it found?
It was found in Montauk, New York, July 2008.
In New York?
In New York.
Run.
Yeah, I'm fighting it.
Anybody from New York, I'm fighting it.
You're from New York. You have to fight yourself, dummy.
I fight myself every day. All right, Jimmy, you gotta fight a mermaid. Why are you getting all the easy, like, low bar ones?
You're getting like an ant and a poodle.
Okay, are these the Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tide?
No, these are like the deep sea fucking creepy ones.
like from Harry Potter.
No, worse. The Icelandic mermaids. Let's see here.
Oh, no.
Or like the one, or we talk about the mermaid like where the guy just sewed the monkey onto the fish.
Yeah. Let's go with that one. Let's go with that one.
Wait, Jarrett's got a benchmark for me to look at.
Yeah, there's a.
He looks like a fish in a fishbowl right now.
I mean, okay, so he's typed in deep sea mermaids, and like literally, I've got thalassophobia.
Yep.
Something like that.
Oh, I'm running.
Yeah.
I am running hard. Like at this point, let's say I'm. Well, at this point, I'd be like in the Marianas Trench in a submarine, and this thing comes out of the darkness.
Yeah.
I don't care about the bends. I am shooting up to the surface like a rocket if I see something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's touching me!
So I've got thalassophobia, which is the fear of like open, like deep, dark water.
Yeah.
And like,
Yep.
I'm not necessarily afraid of the water. I'm afraid of seeing something like that.
Underwater, 100%.
My greatest fear ever is I will be in a pool, like a normal pool, and I'll go under the water for a little bit and then come back up and I'll be in the middle of the ocean. That's my
Yeah.
greatest fear.
That and also, do you ever see how sperm whales sleep in water?
No.
They literally are straight up and down. Just
Yeah.
they're chill. Look up the video. It is the creepiest damn thing. It's deep
Actually,
underwater.
I got something better for you.
Oh god.
So there's a thing called a false killer whale.
Yeah.
A false killer
Like-
whale?
Yeah, like look at this thing, Matt. Like go online, look at this thing.
Oh, let me pull it up.
It looks like something Ray Harryhausen would make.
Yeah, it looks like a Ray Harryhausen.
False
Hold on.
killer whale.
Goblin sharks.
Yeah, why are cryptids like real animals are
Real, yeah, nature is scary as fuck.
What the fuck? It looks prehistoric.
right? Yeah, goblin sharks look straight up also.
No, not
really
goblin
dangerous.
sharks. This
The
false
killer
whale. Yeah. It looks like the olden days of what do you call it? The big ass whales that used to eat megalodon.
Oh yeah, like the Leviathan.
Yeah, something like that.
Nothing ate the killer megalodon. It was the apex predator.
What
oh,
they
really?
fought? They
Let's-
fought them. They fought them basically, is what I mean. That's crazy.
So I don't know if they like just like came out like made this discovery, but these were like either apex predators or co-apex predator killer whales that were big enough to have
Duels.
duels with.
Wait, were they mammals though?
Oh yeah, they were mammals, and they had these giant ass.
Wait,
They kill great white sharks. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, so like this is this upper and lower size.
So I think that's bullshit. First and foremost, because there were no mammals during the time of the dinosaurs.
Megalodon wasn't time of the dinosaurs?
Yes, it was.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, they were before. They were before,
Yeah,
dude.
they were. Yeah, I grew up on Jurassic Park. You think I didn't know this shit?
Yeah, we all knew this shit growing up.
All right, let's do this. Megalodon is another cryptid because you get.
Yeah, I would fucking run from a megalodon. Dude, I even look up like I always look up sightings just to see if there's anybody that ever finds something new. And I always love seeing those. I don't know why.
Get out of here.
So
Get out of here.
9.9 to 8.9 million years ago, and 23 to 3.6 million years ago. So
They were not.
no, yeah, they were. Look, 9.9, 23 to 3.6 million years ago. So they were around consent. Yeah, they were extant in the same.
No, Jimmy.
To our fellow viewers out there, these are two
23
brothers
million.
fighting it out. So
3 4.
enjoy the show.
Hold on a second.
See,
Bull spit.
see, it's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, so-
I say bull spit.
So
There's no way that any large predators would survive those extinctions multiple times. I say bull spit.
I'm sorry, Jared.
Roll the
Hold on.
credits.
I am going to mute these guys.
Are you?
I just want to let you guys know that these guys are going on a freaking tangent about sharks and dinosaurs right now. So this is a Halloween special, and I really hope that you guys enjoy this show. So I'm going to unmute them now so we can go back to our regular scheduled program. All right, guys.
Muted us.
You muted us?
I had to tell the viewers. I had to tell the viewers that this is a Halloween special, but these two are having a fight about when sharks were alive, when dinosaurs were alive. So just to make sure that they know that we're.
This is important.
Yeah.
It was not
Okay.
important.
Let's.
You're not important.
All right.
Oh!
All right. So that's enough cryptid fight or flight. I like that one. I like that segment. Let's do that again. Okay.
Next Halloween.
So we got.
Well, honestly, with mostly for Matt and me, it's just gonna be fight or fight.
Fight
Fight harder. Catch these hands.
I'm running away from jackalopes, so you know what happened with me. So okay, so this is another segment we're doing. I like to call this segment TikTok on the clock because we're doing a response to TikToks that we see over the week. So this week's TikTok was put out by Miss Bei Fong. It's been circulating around, and she has basically brought up that she states that the writers of Game of Thrones really underestimated the effect that the final season of Game of Thrones had on the fandom, and that that's the reason that the new trailer for House of the Dragon is underperforming, and people are somewhat sick of Game of Thrones because of that. So we're all going to do a quickie response, starting with Garrett. Go.
Yes.
So basically, Game of Thrones was the phenomenon on television. It was bigger than the Super Bowl, and people could talk about it all year. There was a lot of expectations on this, and they quite literally fucked up royal.
Right.
It was impossible for them to not fuck up at that point. They just did the worst job they possibly could. This show has to be nothing but excellent in order to
the entire time.
the entire time.
Like right
there
after
has to there has to be no filler episodes that people can skip over. You have to be good the entire time. The reason Game of Thrones just shit the bed so bad was they had so much to do, and they could have taken enough time to do it, but everyone was so tired of doing it for years. They took a long time.
Yeah.
It also was starting to become stagnant, and they knew it, and they wouldn't be able to do another season. So they tried to cram 2 stagnant seasons into one just breakneck bad season.
More than fair.
More than fair. But the more I think about the finale, the more I realize how many issues there were. But the thing was, I want to stress one time, the season itself was lackluster, not that bad. The finale was dog shit so bad it took a middle of the road season and brought it right down to 0. And that's not from direction, from art, from like acting and artistic standpoint. It's from a actual show standpoint. If it was its own standalone movie, it probably would have done well. this show was reliant on its finale, and the finale was so bad it tanked the entire series, and it made it toxic. That's all I have to say.
Matt, your response.
Like what Jarrett was saying, going off, they're going to have to start very hard. They're going to have to go, like, being excellent right off the bat. Because if you think about it, when Game of Thrones started, you remember how slow that first season, right? I mean, if you rewatch it, the first season's slow as fuck. Everybody's just like, oh my God, honestly, I'm just about to just start at season 2 at this point. But this show is going to have to just be hard right from the beginning. There's no, oh, hey, let's build up and get to know these characters. It's like, no, bring some freaking drama in now. Bring in the action right now. Bring in the shit now. Because honestly, you're going to lose your fandom even more with the fact that you're going to start out with this bullshit if it's going to be rushed like it was in that finale. So going into these characters, I mean, from what it looks like, it almost like they have the idea, but are they going to execute the story? Are they going to execute the plots? Are they going to have a plot? Is there going to be any sort of reason why they do something? Are we going to see what we want to see? But of course, it's based on the writers. Are the writers going to be like, should I make this what I think should happen? Or is this something that we should have the audience think? Because, who was it? Was it J&J or whoever that was hiding after that finale?
Yeah.
That's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. And all these people that were upset about the last season of Game of Thrones.
Knew what they did.
They knew they fucked.
Yeah, as soon as they aired it, they ran to the freaking bunker. That was it. They ran to the freaking bunker. So
over here in the bunker.
Yeah, our bunker. So I think that, like Jarrett said, it's just gonna have to go hard in the beginning, dude. There's no if and buts about it. It just needs to go hard now. Fuck
Right.
it.
Needs to be perfect.
Yes.
My response. One thing I think that hasn't been explored yet is that with Game of Thrones, one of the things that we looked at was how they were going to stick the landing. So a lot of people are talking about how, in retrospect, how they treated the characters, how they treated women, how they portrayed cultures and people, etc. We're starting to kind of retrospectively say, okay, this wasn't cool. They didn't treat these characters right. They didn't really portray this in a good way. I think that while we were watching it, a lot of we were willing to sort of go along with it and wait to see how it paid off. As long as it brought the thing around, we were willing to see how it turned out, but they didn't. So all of that stuff that they did, all of that bad portrayal was for naught and just was completely pointless almost. And it made it that much more toxic. So I think that's one. Yeah, they're gonna have a lot to atone for. This is like the "We're sorry" series.
Sorry.
We know what we did. So, and one thing that made Game of Thrones, I think that they haven't mentioned, super successful was the merchandising. I don't know how they're going to get that with this show, but it's going to be interesting to see the response for the first episode.
Yeah.
So the first season, like Matt said, was super slow, but the writing and acting really made up for it. That's the thing. For this season, the people that are definitely going to be watching it is going to be hardcore Game of Thrones fans. These are the people that watch the show, read the books, everything. They've been following George R. R. Martin. If these people don't get satisfaction, like Matt and I said, if this is even remotely middle of the road, it's not. It's done. There's no second season. Because these are dedicated fans and they're not going to stand for this shit. They're going to eviscerate this show.
Yep.
So hard.
Take on the critics, man. The critics are going to be going hard on this because already, what that girl said, she was not wrong. I mean, that TikTok was dead on in what she said. I 100% agree. And, I'm going to keep an open mind. I'm going to try to get through it. But at the same time, what are our expectations? What are we hoping for the end of this?
I'm hoping that they don't fall into the same mistakes as the first show where they're portraying women and their relationships in such a negative manner. I hope that, unlike the last show, they are able to actually take these characters and round them out and their story in a satisfying conclusion. Not necessarily to be pandering, but so that because it all becomes worth it. You can't, portray people like this and treat characters like shit and, do this to the audience. Yeah.
My expectations, unrealistically high. because that's what we deserve. We deserve this. They know they fucked up. All the actors and the writers knew they fucked up as soon as those episodes aired, and they were making that. Look at Amelia Clark's reaction to like questions about it, and everybody else's reactions. They know they screwed up. Not the actors. The actors did a really good job, bang up job.
So, like, what is their reaction? I haven't watched this.
Oh, it's bad. It's like they know it's embarrassing. Like, it's bad.
Okay.
So, I want nothing less than perfection. I know that's really shitty of me to say, especially those high standards to put on a group of people like that. But this needs to be perfect.
They want us to consume their product. And considering their track record, that's what we're going to have to ask for.
And they're hyping the hell out of this. So, at this point, it's like, hey, you better deliver. You're putting a big out poster. Better be delivering, man.
And, HBO is expensive, and this is the original streaming service. This is going to be the best show ever, or I'm not going to watch it anymore. And they have competition because Lord of the Rings is going to be coming out about the same time, and that's the most expensive show ever.
That's going to be the head-to-head right there. That's going to be hard to watch.
That's the head-to-head. But, of course, Lord of the Rings has much lower expectations because Amazon screws the dog a lot on their shows. So I don't have a lot of expectations. But Game of Thrones was the pinnacle of perfection. And this needs to be perfect. Without a doubt. That's it.
100% agree.
All right. Last segment of the show. This is my official multiverse matchup for the night. So here it comes. I'm gonna put this on TikTok. We're gonna put it up for a vote. This week's Halloween multiverse matchup is the Headless Horseman, the Hessian from the 1999 movie Sleepy Hollow, versus Jason Voorhees of Friday the 13th. Apparently, Matt's got some issues / opinions.
Man, you really know how to pick them.
I do. I like these matchups. I don't know if you guys
Jesus. Huh?
Look at my face, Matt.
So sophisticated, man.
Okay, I'm gonna start this off. I think it's gonna be the Horseman takes it.
Oh my God. Why?
This is the worst fucking matchup we've ever picked.
No, Jim. Let's let him speak. Jimmy, tell us why you think the Headless Horseman is going to win.
This is the Game of Thrones finale of picks.
Okay, he's not indestructible. Not that he's tough and doesn't feel pain. He's indestructible. He is a spirit construct from hell. His weapons are imbued with hellfire. He has a horse, so he has way higher mobility. He has fighting skills and weapon skills that far outmatch anything that Jason has. He's got presumably military experience from when he was in life. He's more clever, and he's basically a supernatural hellfire Terminator with a horse.
Oh my God.
He's got super strength.
God. Dude, you fucking can't. You fucking can't. No. Here we go. You ready for this shit?
I feel like we're being too mean. I think Jimmy's taking this a little personally. It's
Jimmy. I respect Jimmy. I respect your love for that kind of character, but you're really fucking wrong. You're so
let's hear it.
Garbage.
Let's hear it then.
All right,
Matt, go first. Mine's gonna be mean and personal.
All right, and you know what? Let's set the boundaries, okay?
I'm gonna hurt your feelings.
Not Jason X. First of all, ground.
Oh let's.
He's still a fucking character. First of all,
Jason goes to space, and you want to throw it out.
Jimmy, you can't throw anything. You can't throw anything out. You cannot throw that out because that's his character, and it still counts as a movie.
Okay, you have to throw out Jason from space because that freaking it's definitely the best Jason movie, but it jumps the shark so fucking hard. Like you can't.
Even more than the Leprechaun goes to space.
They had that.
Oh hell yeah! Like that's like the pinnacle.
I was expecting.
Okay, so anyway, like pre-Jason X, Jason. Okay, whatever you want from that franchise, go right ahead.
Fine,
you go ahead, Matt.
But you don't even need to. You don't even need to fucking explain this because first of all, in every movie except for the first original Friday the 13th, Jason's died but come back, right? He's faced everything. Fire
The first movie, he came back at the end.
as a
But
child.
he can still be dragged to hell. Like that happens.
Yeah, but he got out twice.
With help from Freddy.
He hasn't died yet. Like Michael,
Yeah.
he has not died yet. Sleepy Hollow, in Sleepy Hollow, the Headless Horseman died. He's gone.
Not the headless horseman when he was alive. The freaking supernatural spirit of the headless horseman.
From Sleepy Hollow, the movie, the Tim Burton movie.
So you're basically saying, okay, so you're saying you could use that, but we can't use the Jason X.
Yes.
This is bullshit.
Hey, my multiverse, my rules.
Your
Okay, Matt,
multiverse bullshit.
I'm gonna go because this.
There's
This
no
is a-
argument. There's no fucking argument. Jason would win. He can't
First of all-
die.
You're wrong. You're both wrong. Neither one of them can win because they're both undead ghosts that can't kill each other at all.
It's an endless fight.
But the function of the horseman is to drag people to hell.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't drag people to hell. He just kills people. There's no dragging to hell part. He's not the Ghost Rider.
Then Jason goes back to hell. Jason's gonna go back to hell,
He
dude.
takes the spoiler alert. He takes the witch to hell at the very end.
Yeah, he takes the witch to hell because she made a deal with the devil. This is just Jason.
Jason comes back. They're gonna be welcoming him back with open arms. They'll be like, "Oh, hey, Jason, you're back. Welcome back to hell. Where? How many times? How'd you die this time? Oh, by fire.
Okay, so can Jason survive decapitation?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
literally a ghost zombie.
He literally. Oh, Jason goes to hell. Jason goes to hell. He explodes and still fucking comes back.
Matthew, okay, here it is. You're both wrong. They can't die. This is it. This is the pinnacle of a pointless battle because neither one of them can actually damage each other. They're both undead. The only way Jason could win is to maybe kill the person that summoned the horseman. Maybe the horseman can't drag anybody to hell except for the person that summoned him, and that's under very specific circumstances. Jason can't kill this guy because, again, this is a ghost without a head. He's perfectly fine. And Jason's dead.
But the horseman's weapons are imbued with hellfire. So
That doesn't matter. It's not gonna do anything to him.
Undead ghost that kills horny teenagers.
You know what?
He's not going to hell.
You know what? I got a better. I
he
got.
is. He went to hell.
But he would only be sent to hell if somebody maybe killed him with hellfire blades. But
Hold
the
on.
thing is,
Hold on.
but
Hold
that's
on.
if he was alive.
Rest my case, Your Honor.
But he's an undead character.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I got a multiverse matchup for you that might actually work a little bit.
We're gonna skip over this
I got a
bullshit.
little one. I got a little
Allow
one.
it, but you watch yourself.
I'm gonna stop. I'm stepping over this line. I stepped over the line.
This is not cool etiquette.
I'm stepping over the line here.
My case has been made clear, sir. And
Down there, Mr. Himmel Jarrett. Don't
this,
Wow, that was really bad.
I'll have your cult badge for this.
Oh my god. Okay, ready?
I'll have your badge and your gun. All lawyers in the South have guns.
My badge is a gun. It's just a gun badge.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Matt, let's hear it.
Hitchcock's The Birds from the Hitchcock's The Birds versus the turkey from Thanksgiving. Go.
Okay, hang on. It's all the birds from.
All the birds. All the birds versus that turkey.
Is the turkey immortal?
I think it is.
Gobble gobble, motherfucker.
I think it. So it's an immortal turkey that can use firearms.
And also, he cuts off that dad's face, puts it on his, and his daughter comes home and is like, "Dad, you look different." Oh yeah,
He also
I had a haircut.
did he also have sex with a girl and then she just didn't?
Yeah, he goes,
realize it was a
"Oh,
turkey?
yeah." She didn't even like acknowledge the fact that it was a turkey. Like the whole movie was terrible.
So basically, you're pitting birds against a god tier avian.
It's that movie cloaked that turkey character in such god awful movie plot armor.
it was so great, Jay. Remember we were watching it with a bunch of people.
That was back when Netflix and streaming was the Wild West.
Yes, anybody could put anything on Netflix, basically. Oh my god.
All right. So I have a better multiverse madness.
Okay.
Morgoth from Lord of the Rings versus Molag Bal,
Okay, but that's not Halloween.
an eldritch entity that is hell bent on conquering everything and is made imbued with literal darkness.
Tell you what, I'm going to put that into the Multiverse Madness list, and we will do that around Christmas time because nothing says Christmas like Molag Bal.
He is the cheeriest one of the bunch.
Yeah,
You better
surprisingly,
save that note. I know you're gonna forget that one.
Like once a year, he like turns into he looks like Krampus, but he's like literally
He gives gifts.
Krampus, yes, Krampus. That's a good one. Krampus
Yeah,
would have been a
wait.
good one.
Wait, which version of Krampus? American Dad version?
Oh yes, definitely.
Molag Bal versus Morgoth.
Yeah, Morgoth.
Okay,
Yeah, okay. Here's one. For like a prank war, a friendly prank war. The gang from Always Sunny in Philadelphia versus the study group with Chevy Chase.
the community. Okay,
Community of that one.
It's Always Sunny, 100%.
Yeah.
Charlie and Frank would own the shit out of everyone.
all right, around April Fool's Day, I'm going to use that one.
What the hell?
Okay, I'm gonna cover. Okay, hang on. Okay. Fuck.
Chevy Chase versus
Chevy Chase.
Jamie Lee
Frank.
Curtis.
Frank and Chevy Chase battle would just revolve around them throwing money at each other, and then just like revolting into old man sounds.
So, all right, so save the Multiverse Madnesses for off air, and we can unveil them as needed. Okay, so
Everyone got a say on their multiverse madness except me.
wait, so you want us to say who was going to win?
Well, I gotta come up with another one now, you jerk ass.
All right, you want me? I think it's
Wow.
I think it's going to be the community people because they have a better penchant for coming together and working.
Don't worry,
together
guys.
and
I'm going to mute them again. You guys go ahead and you pick out something. Hold on. Let me unmute him again. He had something to say.
Hey. Okay. A naked predator from Predator versus the pack from Jurassic Park, the three raptors.
That is the most random battle, but yet
Okay.
very interesting.
I think
matchup.
I think we can make that happen. Okay, so
Yeah, Jared pulls through on a good one. You guys got some duds over here.
Let me think about it.
we can make that happen. Yeah,
Let me
so
think about it for a
the
second.
Predator already won against General Fate, so he's going into the multiverse.
Yeah, but that was with weapons.
Yeah, well, I can. Look. I'm altering the rules. Done.
That was such a Dwight Schrute thing to do. That was such a Dwight Schrute thing to do, dude.
Think brain power, brain blast.
Brain blast. Like I don't know what you guys are like. You guys are like, that's not fair. You can't do that. Like this is. I'm making up the rules as I go. Like I don't fucking care.
Oh,
I make
the rule
rules.
is Jimmy's always right.
Yeah, this exactly. That's what the rule is. That's the only rule for multiverse madness. Is
so-
that I'm always right.
In this scenario, they're on Isla Nublar
Mhm.
with the other dinosaurs around.
Oh,
except
you're talking about the
minus two
original pack. You're talking about the
raptors.
original
The
pack.
original
Hell
pack,
yeah.
the
Okay.
original pack with
Okay.
the big one.
I thought you were talking
All
about
three
three.
of them. So there are the actual like locations and stuff. No weapons, but there is like office utensils, dinosaurs, what have you.
Yeah.
But it's a naked predator. He's completely naked in this new surroundings. All he knows is that there's a pack that wants to gobble him up.
I presume he has at least a loincloth on.
I got two arguments on it.
And wrist blades. Zing.
Nope.
No?
No, nothing at all. He's
Okay.
only got his wits and the location.
I got it.
And of course he's got like all the metal and stuff that's around that he can make makeshift weapons, but he's going up against the pack. So the entire time he's trying to make and scavenge stuff, they're hunting him.
I got
Okay,
it.
okay.
I got
He knows.
it.
Okay.
I got it. So this can go in
Yes,
two.
got
This is two scenarios based on Battlefield, right? So you either have so they're out in the woods, right? So the advantage of that is that the pack's gonna win in the woods. They have their ability to to have the distraction versus the two on the side. Dr. Allen's example to that little Omen kid, and then at the second location would be in the lobby of the facility, where now at this point the bones are still up in the sky of the skeleton of the dinosaurs in the beginning, but
Yeah.
Predator has the ability to rip off one of the rib cages of the T-Rex on there and use that as a weapon to kill off maybe one of them, or use it as a shield against a potential raptor and maybe kill another one. So I feel like it could go either way based on battlefield. It's a field of play on that.
Here, they drop on other sides of the island. So the predator is in not in one of the actual buildings. It has to get to the actual main building part, and the raptors are closing in fast.
Okay. I say pack. 100%.
Little bit of maybe a little bit of backstory. So the predator has been shamed in the eyes of the Yautja, and they're like, okay, we're gonna take away all your armor, all your shit, dump you on the island. Don't come back until these raptors are dead. That's your thing.
Well, I think it's kind of more like one of these things where it's he's been shamed. He has to survive there for like 3 or 4 days, like a month or something.
Right.
But the pack is there. So he doesn't know he knows that they're there, but he doesn't know that they're coming for him.
Right.
Like they're not the objective. His objective is survival, and their objective is to kill him.
Okay. All right. So we can definitely put that one together. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we're coming to the end.
You didn't pick a winner.
Oh, I didn't pick a winner. Okay.
Why do you? Well, yeah, we talked about your guys's.
I can already tell you what he's gonna pick. I already know what he's gonna pick, dude.
I've got to go with the Raptors on this one, honestly.
Wow, that's surprising. I was expecting him to go Predator immediately.
Because, I mean, like, the Predators are, like, supposed to be, like, the world's best hunters, but they keep getting freaking bodied by humans with... Like, they're so dumb. They are so dumb.
You're so dumb. You're so dumb.
The Predators in here. They're hunting all your people.
He got it. I'm so glad he got it. Oh my god.
Set you people up.
I was so worried he wasn't gonna get that. I was like, oh please, Jarrett, please get it.
Yeah, the Raptors are like actual natural, like intelligent predators.
Right, but they've never actually hunted anything before until they got out.
Right.
So they're starting from like ground one. But here's the thing: the Predator does have like experience hunting things.
Mm-hmm.
But his idea is like basically most of the animals on the island, there's no real predators besides the raptors that he doesn't know about. The rest of the Gallimimus, the Triceratops, the Parasaurolophus, the Brontosaurus. So it's very peaceful. There's no Dilos or T-Rexes. It's just him and them. So there's a lot for him to do, to survive. It'll be pretty easy, but these guys are cunning,
Mm-hmm.
Clever girls, and of course the big one.
Clever girl.
Okay.
That was a good one. I like that one. That was
I'm still going with the pack. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the pack as well.
Pack, baby, 100%.
I think they're aggressive enough.
Oh yeah.
And just generally pretty smart to get around most of the stuff. Smarts. And also there's 3 of them.
or Jarrett, the one from the one on the plane from the third one drops down, and he's like, Alan.
The one true dinosaur, the Alan Raptor.
Get shit out of that movie. It's a great movie,
dude. I will never get over the reaction Jimmy had. Oh my god.
You know what? If there's one dinosaur I want to see again, it's got to be the Spino.
Yes, bring him back, baby. Bring him back.
I'm gonna say this again. Instead of the T-Rex being in Jurassic World, it should have been the Spinosaurus.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Just be like, you know what? It's time for something new.
And he's bigger. He's fucking bigger. Let's bring the bigger guy out.
He's a big boy.
He got big mouth.
They could have so the thing with Spinosaurus is that. As the years go by with the Spinosaurus discovery, they're discovering more and more about it and like making the body more and more accurate. They're finding it was basically this big old boy who only lived in water because they were so freaking huge.
Right.
They can make it more naturally accurate, and that could be a creature in like this water tank that
I would just keep the original Spinosaurus and be like, listen, this thing was like hyper aggressive because of all the natural predators around it. And now it's pretty docile, and it's just like it's fishing and stuff. It doesn't really even give a shit about people.
Mm-hmm.
But after not being fed for a while, it chases the Claire down the street and then absolutely bodies the Indominus Rex.
Right.
Yeah.
I would see that fight. What we need to learn how to like generate computer fights and shit.
Oh yeah, and then and
Yeah.
Roar is so much better too.
Oh yeah.
Once we master this live stream thing, then maybe we'll look into the graphic designs and multiverse visuals.
Yeah.
Each one is a child prodigy of CGI design.
Hell, we could barely put a damn picture up on our screen. We're just getting to that point.
We'd have that in our back pocket this whole time.
Oh.
All right, so I think that we have definitely come up over time, so I think we're going to wrap it up here. Anything else you guys want to leave us off on?
I do have one. DK Express did a review of Dead by Daylight, the new horror video game.
All right.
Oh.
So, Dead by Daylight, he says, it has some good scares, and the story isn't really that important for the main fun that you have. The multiplayer is really fun, especially when you're playing with friends. Though the horror comes from the anticipation rather than the actual gameplay. So it can be hit or miss. It really depends. So he says overall it's a great game, but it's about the chase.
It's all about the chase.
All about the
Right.
chase. So yeah, thank you for DK Express for doing that for us.
Yep, thank you guys so much. Check him out on Twitch. That's DK Express. And yeah, so is his review up on Twitch right now?
No, he does have some gameplay though. And this was a personal review I got from him directly.
Okay, all right. Thank you, DK Express, for reviewing that. So we didn't have to sit down and play that super scary game that we are not nearly brave enough to do.
You should play it through the VR.
I like how Jimmy's like, oh, we are too scared of it. It's like, I'll try it.
He'll try it in the middle of the day with the lights on, with Jarrett and I holding your hands the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah, can we get it on the Wii?
Oh, yeah. There's gonna be no blood there.
But
Are there new games for the Wii still?
No, the Wii is like obsolete, right? Well, not even obsolete, but it's like it still exists, but it's not like, oh, hey, we're gonna make games for the Wii. It's like I think the last thing they know is the Switch.
My mom still plays the Wii. She likes Just Dance.
yeah, so like they just came out with Sora for Smash Bros. I think.
Oh yeah, from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, but that's about all that is coming out of that
We
camp.
got to do a whole just like trying to explain Kingdom Hearts.
I'm not ready for that.
I like the
what we should
games. They're
do?
good.
We should play the games, get drunk, and then write down what we think the plot is.
Yep.
Disney, yeah.
So this guy, he's got a key. Remember quotation marks. Remember that.
Do you ever see the cartoon? You ever see that cartoon of the Kingdom Hearts guy where he was like, Sora has like a key. He goes, where'd the key come from? His dad all. I could take one swing at the keyblade. Oh, this is a problem.
Yeah, no.
It's an
So
old
I
mini clip.
know-
It's a mini clip video.
I know that Disney is involved, and that's about it.
Hell yeah, they're good games, dude. They're such good games.
All right.
Anybody out there who's played Kingdom Hearts?
Nobody cares about Kingdom Hearts.
I'm talking to
do
the
not know a
viewers,
single soul.
not you guys. Jeez.
Yeah, nobody cares about Kingdom Hearts.
Nobody cares about Fallout Vegas or whatever one the fuck you like
New
so much.
Vegas.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One of the best games of all time,
Nope.
and had the most dialogue options of any game up to that point.
Nobody cares about Skyrim anymore.
I will always care about
Fuck
Skyrim.
you.
I will always care about
So-
Skyrim.
Yeah. Also, Skyrim should be the next Game of Thrones
Yes.
TV series.
Who?
Just fucking
Raw.
Send it.
I'd watch that. I'd watch it.
If
I don't
you
care if it's
ever
trash. I'd
write
watch
that
it.
stupid joke again, I will fucking eat your limbs. I'm not finishing
On
that.
that note. So, the next show we do will probably be after Halloween. We'll have to see how things shake out, but we will announce who the winner of the Multiverse Madness is and get things rolling. So,
follow us on our TikTok and to vote and see what happens. And of course, like us on Facebook and Instagram for your daily posts about
It's-
nerdy shit.
It's all at Area Nerdy One.
That's
As
right.
that name up there at the top that says Area Nerdy One, just put an ad in front of it. You're good.
yeah, we got a link tree down there. Just Just do a little click, 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 click,
Yeah, they had the link tree. I totally forgot about the link tree. Oh my gosh.
Click, like, share.
OnlyFans.
That's right. Okay. All right.
Only feet pics.
Only me reading books in a chair.
My feet pic. And if you can guess all the names of my 10 toes correctly and in order, you'll win a exclusive Jared's Feet Pics t-shirt.
It comes in white, red, and black.
You burn. It's a gift and a chore.
Wow.
It's yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next time. Have a great, safe Halloween. This has been Jimmy.
Been Jared.
It's been Matt.
You can delete all that, right?
Now I can finally. I'm back now, so I can delete everything here. It's perfect.
You can't